In today's video, you are going to learn how you can design this modern website UI UX design in Figma. In order to get started, I have all these assets that I'm going to use for the sake of this video. After that, I'm going to add a desktop frame. To do that, come to this section. So then you are going to see frame. Click on it. Better still, you can press F on your keyboard as a keyboard shortcut. Then you are going to come to this section under desktop. Then click on desktop frame. As you can see, the frame has been applied. So I'm going to drag the frame down to the bottom. So I have the frame here. So I'm going to set the height to 766. Is it? But you are going to leave the width as it is. Then you can press enter on your keyboard. So this is the dimension we are going to be using. So after that, I'll make sure I have the frame selected. And I'll come to this section under the layout grid. So I'll click on it to add the layout grid. Then I'll come to this section, I'll click on it. Then I'm going to change the layout grid settings. So under grid, I'll change it to column. As you can see. Then I'll change the column count to 12. So I'm going to set the gutter to 30. Then I'm going to set the margin to 100 pixels. Then you press enter. As you can see, everything has been applied. Then you can close it here. Since I have the grid set up, I'm going to hide it for a while. So I'm going to show it when I need it, but let's continue with the design first. So to hide it for the meantime, you can press Shift G on the keyboard. Now, the first thing I'm going to bring in is this brand logo. So I'm going to bring it inside the frame. So I'm going to pick my type tool. You can click on T. Then I'm going to start typing the menu. So firstly, I'm going to type in home. So to get the full view, I'm going to press Shift 2 on the keyboard, as you can see. So I'm going to make sure it is aligned with this brand logo here. I'll come to this section. So I'm going to leave the typeface as Poppins. Then it's going to be semi-bold and the font size is going to be 24 pixels. Then I'm going to duplicate it. To do that, you can hold the Alt key on your keyboard and drag it just like this. So I'm going to change this one to about. So that's how I'm going to continue for all other menus that I'm going to create in this video. So I'm going to create a CTA button. So I'm going to duplicate this one more time. So I'm going to bring it to the right hand side just like this. So I'm going to change it to sign up. So I'll come to this section. I'm going to add an auto layout. So in order to add the auto layout, I'm going to press Shift and A on the keyboard. So the auto layout will allow us to convert this particular sign up text into a button. Come to this section under the fill, select the fill. So I'm going to use this color picker. Click on the color picker. So we are going to be selecting this particular color here. Likewise, I'm going to select the text color. So I'm going to come to this section under fill. I'm going to use the color picker. Then I'm going to click on this white color. As you can see, so I'll come to this section under corner radius. I'm going to give it a corner radius of 5 pixels. After that, so for both horizontal and vertical, I'm going to give it a padding of 15 pixels. I'm going to add an auto layout to this menu list. So I'm going to select everything. To add the auto layout, I'm going to press Shift and A on the keyboard. The auto layout has been added, as you can see here. So I'm going to select the brand logo. Then I'm going to select this menu list. Likewise, I'm going to select this call to action button. Then I'm going to add auto layout to everything as well by pressing Shift and A on the keyboard. As you can see, it has been added. It's now time to turn on the layout grid by pressing Shift G on the keyboard so that we can easily align everything. In order to align it perfectly, I'm going to select this brand logo. I'm going to come to this section under width. I'll change it to fill container. So I'm going to select this menu as well and come to this section. So I'm going to change the width to fill container. Likewise, I'm going to select this call to action button. So I'm going to come to this section under width. So I'm going to change it from org to fill container. Make sure you select it and resize it accordingly, just the way I'm doing it. You can see the way I'm doing it. You adjust everything until you make sure that everything has been aligned to the grid. So you can now hide the grid by pressing Shift G again. Then let's continue with the remaining section. To continue, I already have these two write-ups that we are going to be using. This one at the top is going to be in heading 1, while this one at the bottom is going to be a body text. So I'm going to select the two of them and drag it inside the frame, just like this. So I can now fit my frame. To fit the frame, you can press Shift 2 on your keyboard. The frame has been fit. So I will select this text. I'll come to this section under typography. So I'm going to change the font weight to bold. Then I will change the font size to 36. So I'm going to bring the body text below. So I will select the body text and come to this section under typography. I will now change it to medium, while the font size is going to remain at 24 pixels. In order to create a contrast between this heading and the body text, so I'm going to come to this section under fill. I'm going to change the fill color to this gray color. So I already have the gray color at the top here. So I'm going to click on this color picker. Then I'm going to be selecting this gray color at the top. As you can see, this is the gray color that I'm going to be using. So it has changed. Once again, I'm going to turn on the grid by pressing Shift G on the keyboard so that it can help us to align our design evenly. So I'm going to align it perfectly. So I will select this header. Then I will hold the Alt key and click on this top section in order to know the margin in between elements. So I wanted it to be 50, but currently it is at 46. So I will use the arrow key to drop it down a bit until it completes. Currently it is 50 pixels. Then I will select this heading 1. Then I will hold the Alt key and hover on this heading at the top. So I'll make sure the margin in between them is 100 pixels. So I'll use the arrow key to bring this one to the top as well. You can see this is 100 pixels. I'll select this one. I will hold the Alt key, then I will hover on this one at the top. As you can see, this one is 180, so I want to reduce it to 50. As you can see, we have 50 pixels currently. So it's now time to bring in the vector illustration. So I'll bring it in like this. As you can see, this is it. Now let's resize it. Since I have everything aligned, I'm going to hide the grid by pressing Shift G on the keyboard. We are not done yet, so I'm going to copy this call to action button. I'll come to this section. I'll right click and click on paste here. I'm going to change the text to learn more. I'll on the grid once again in order to align the button perfectly. I'll have the button selected, then I'll click on the Alt key and hover on this one at the top. So I want to make sure that the margin in between them is 50 pixels as well. So I'll use the arrow key to drag it to the top. As you can see, we have 50 pixel margin. Then I'll off the grid as usual. I'll select the heading 1 text. I'll select the body text as well as the button. I'm going to add an auto layout to it. So I'm going to select all this one in the auto layout. So I'm going to select this vector illustration as well. So I'm going to come to this section under position. So I'm going to align it vertical center, as you can see. Now I'm going to select the whole frame. I'll come to this section under fill. I'll click on fill. I'm going to change the background color to this color. So I'll select the color picker. Then I'm going to pick this color here. The color has been changed successfully. If this video has been helpful to you, please subscribe to my channel. Also share this video with your loved ones. Turn on the post notification bell so that each time I upload a new video like this, you'll be the first person to be updated. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.